In this QDS training video, you'll learn how to add a yes, no, and gender type question. Most questionnaires will have one or more questions that expect a yes or no response. For example, you might have a question, have you been to see a doctor in the past year? To add a question with a yes-no response type, we'll start out by selecting the data icon on the element toolbar, and after you do that you will be on the data element tab, and first you're going to add your text to be displayed in the text of question box. Once again, that's our question, have you been to see a doctor in the past year? Next you're going to want to add a variable name in that variable name box. And as of QDS version 5.0, we can have those variable names be up to 32 characters. So we have a somewhat long name there. And for the variable label, we can go ahead and maybe shorten that if you would like to, something similar to the text of question. Again, remember your variable name and variable label are exported with your data set when you export your data from the QDS Warehouse Manager. After you've done that, you'll go to the response type box and select a response type. You may notice that yes, no is the default. It's that first choice, so we can go ahead and keep that selected. After you do that, you're going to want to go to the very last tab, which is your response set tab. And there you can see the default values. The default value for a response of yes is 1 and no is 0. In general, you can just leave those at their default values. Next, you'll want to check your special codes of don't know, refused, and not applicable. And for any of those that you don't want to have allowable for this question, you'll want to make sure that that's unchecked. So we're going to uncheck not applicable, so that is not allowed for this question. After you do that, go ahead and click OK, and then you're going to see that new question there in your file name element listing. QDS also has an option for a gender type response. Note that this includes response options for just male and female. If your specific survey includes additional gender options, you'll want to use a pick one response type. However, to add a question with a gender male-female response type, go ahead again and select that data icon and go ahead and enter your text of question. And then once again, you're going to want to enter a variable name and variable label, and then next go to that response type box. Now the second option is gender. After you do that, once again go to that last tab, which is the response set tab, and you can see what the default values here. Male is 1 and female is 2. And here, once again, check your special code responses. If they are not allowable, go ahead and uncheck them, and go ahead and click OK when you are done. And once again, you can see your new question in the element listing. That's all for this QDS video, but to learn how to add additional types of responses, see QDS Online Help or other Design Studio videos.